Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Rose Fatal and today it's gonna be time for Fatally Honest. It's time to be fatally honest with Bella right here. Hi. Okay. So tell us more about yourself. Like what would you like to, how do you want to introduce yourself?
I like to do, or
Yeah, sure.
I like to play music. I like to sing. I like to write songs. I like to paint. I like to do stuff with my hands.
Like creating.
Yeah,
yes.
I like creating stuff. To sum it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we are currently in Sweden, and right here we're in Slottsskogen. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Slottsskogen, that's right.
Slottsskogen.
Yeah.
And today what I'd like to have a dialogue with you about is, since you are half Indian,
Yes.
how is it like the culture between Sweden and India? Since you've been living in Sweden for your whole life, can I say that? Or
Almost. I've been in like India back and forth my entire life since I was small, but I used to live there. We lived there for 2 years, and then I've also visited after that. So I've been there for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years of my life, maybe 4 years totally. But I think the time where I like noticed the contrast in between Sweden and India most was when I lived there. It wasn't just,
as an adult then?
Yeah, no, I was 10 to 12, 10 years old to 12 years old, and then when I visited as well when I was 14 or 16, yeah. But the thing is that like when I was a kid, it was like, you sometimes you see your brothers and you see yourself, and I was the only girl child at the time. Between our cousins, my mom's sister, she only got boys, so I was like the only girl child, and so there were certain things that I was allowed to do and certain things that I was not allowed to do.
You mean in India or in Sweden?
In India.
Okay.
So like as I grew older, I had to stop wearing like shorts. It was so warm, and I was like, but it's so warm.
Safety shorts.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, no, you have to wear like long sleeves. Now you have to cover your chest, or somebody's gonna pinch you when you go to town. And it's like you have to be safe. And it's always about the safety precautions of women. And I feel the same way in Sweden, but it's a little more strict in India. It's like I went to buy cigarette once. And my cousin knew that it was I had no cigarettes left, and when he came over, he noticed that I had a pack, and he said like, who bought this for you? And I was like, I went to the store
Myself,
like 50 meters away from the house, and I locked the door, and I was fully clothed, like it's not a problem. And he was like, do you want to get chopped up and raped like 2 other girls in this area? Then you go to the shop alone. And after that I was scared. I was like, I don't want to get
Fully
raped and chopped up. Like, who the fuck says that?
Yeah.
But so it's a lot about, being very careful as a woman, not being out too late. But it's also, how you're brought up, like what you're supposed to know as a woman, what you're supposed to know as a man. And I think that like anywhere in the world, this like sort of system fucks you up, because you're not seen as a person. You're seen as either you're a man or either a woman.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in that at all. I believe that you can be transgender, and I believe in more sexes than just the two we
more
have.
fluidity in
exactly.
sex, and also like how you think of yourself.
Yeah. And so I know that like I know I've learned a lot about my freedom in Sweden by living in India, because like my big brother could go to the internet cafe. We didn't have internet at home, but I couldn't go because there were a lot of sweaty boys sitting and looking at bad stuff. Yeah. So like and my mom was like, no, you can't go, and I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, I want to be safe, but at the same time I want to be free. And I believe, like, when I think about like my mom's struggles, because she was born and raised in India, and then she moved to Sweden when she met my dad. And like her struggles, she knew that it was gonna be a struggle, but I mean, I can't even imagine. So I mean, the shit that I've gone through, I always think about my mom, and I'm like, at least I have freedom in Sweden.
Yeah.
And I will not, I wouldn't like want to move to India and live there like permanently.
Yeah.
I want to go and visit from time to time, but I want my base to be in Sweden because I mean, I have a like Indian visa, so I can go whenever I want, and that feels really good. But somehow I feel like
the place that you truly want to be, where you feel like it's like
I
home.
can be free here.
Yeah.
But I feel at home in India as well. So I have two brothers, and we share the same mom and same dad. And the thing is that, like, my big brother, he got blue eyes and the same hair as me.
Yeah.
And the same skin color. We're kind of olive.
Yeah.
And my little brother got like, he looks totally Swedish. He's got the blue eyes. He's got the, like you call it in Sweden, råttfärgat.
Is it like honey brown?
Rat colored. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, it's sandria. Yeah. So it's light brown or blonde, as some would say. And they never get asked, like, where are you from? And like a little thing like eye color, although we have the same skin
tiny
tone.
little details. Yeah.
But like I look like my mom. I have the same hair almost. She has darker. She has more like, you have like dark brown,
really
black
dark.
almost.
Yeah.
I have like almost brownish, and so yeah, that's another thing I've noticed. Like when I try to talk to my siblings about this, it's not really the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they don't really get
the same reactions.
Yeah, exotified. Is that
Exotified, yeah.
In the same way, but it's also this thing, you know, the whole thing with like, oh, you're from India, oh, you can come to my place and we can massage Kama Sutra stuff. And it's like, dude, we met on a bus. I'm gonna go to my friend's house. The food is getting cold. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm getting pissed. Like, what is the time? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. How the fuck can you ask me this? I mean, that's actually, yeah, it's true. So like this whole thing, like, or sometimes I'll wear a bindi. I remember I was at the dentist one time, the dentist appointment, and I'm going into the elevator, and I see this like elderly Swedish woman. She's like maybe 60 years old, and she comes into the elevator and she clicks on her button, and so she turns to me, and I'm at like the end, and she just starts walking up to me, and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Don't touch my forehead." Don't fucking touch my forehead. I mean, she would never do that if I was a white girl with blonde hair and blue eyes and had a sticker there. She would never go and take her entire body and like jam into the corner and then like stroke my fucking forehead. And I'm like, she's like, "Is that a sticker? Do you paint? Is that a tattoo?" And I'm like, "It's a sticker, okay? It's kind of hairy. Can't you feel?" And I'm like, "You felt it, okay? You should know by now it's a sticker. Why are you..." So yeah, that's another thing. Like when I try to like take care of my Indian heritage, it's still like this. Oh, what is that? That looks cool. Cannot touch. I know. I don't know.
Like it's like you're fucking painting in a museum and people trying to wanna like touch you. You know? Oh my gosh.
It's the same. I have this African American Swedish friend, and she has this beautiful hair, and people come up to her all the time and like, "Ooh, that's hair."
Like
it's
a fro or
like. Me as a friend, I can touch your hair. Like sometimes, once I combed it out, it looked amazing. But you know, strangers are not allowed to touch you like that.
I mean, like, okay, like
it's very sensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really, it's like, how are you supposed to feel safe in your own hair and your own skin tone and your own body when people think they own a part of you?
Exactly.
So yeah, I get really frustrated.
Yeah,
but you were gonna ask me a question. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this first installation of a 4-part interview with Bella. If you relate to her experiences as a biracial individual, or you relate to the safety issues of being a woman in India, do share your stories down in the comments below. The next installation will be about what a woman cannot do, the worthiness of a woman, as well as racism behind names. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and ding the bell for notifications for more content. It's been Fatally Honest. Ciao!